Welcome to episode numero 14. This is of F1 2019 career mode. Here we are for the Italian Grand Prix. You can see it's gonna be a wet race. Really wet, that is. We got all 6 of our upgrades came in. Yeah. 3. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of upgrades. So we are well on our way to second best team. All we need are engine upgrades. So like 3 major chassis upgrades. Oh, 4 actually. Sorry about 4 chassis upgrades and 2 aero upgrades. God damn! And we already have money to buy some more. So that's good stuff. Good stuff in the making. Look at that. We have surged ahead and we are fighting towards Mercedes, leaving Haas behind. That's a good thing. We are getting plenty of money. The cash is rolling in, which means we should be able to buy upgrades at an increased rate. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. But as seen in practice, look at that drift, man. How can you not resist that?
The pit lane will be open shortly, which means it's nearly time for qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. I was looking at some highlights of previous races here, and the one thing that really stood out to me was the run down to turn 1. It's not an easy one to navigate as everyone is scrapping to get into there first.
We've seen in the past how tricky the first corner is. It's not an issue in practice and qualifying, but if you throw a lot of highly competitive drivers at it all at once, you've got an entirely different situation. The smarter drivers will be able to temper their approach and stay out of trouble, but it doesn't mean it's easy.
So here we are in qualifying. I'm gonna start doing multiple qualifying sessions for full qualifying. This is I switched to the offset T-cam for this episode just to see what it's like. Because I actually did use it before all the time. Yeah. So that was actually the end of my first lap in Q1. I didn't get to show you the results, but we made through into Q2 anyway. Now I'm gonna show you my full Q2 lap because it was actually good if I do say so myself. So first turns pretty good through the curve, the grande, flat out, so really not to bother. Into turn 4 and 5 on the curve on the inside, a lot of curve on the exit. Now into the first of the 2 Lesmos. A lot of curb, unsettling the car. The second Lesmo, let's see how it goes. Touch the curb, red curb on the outside, bit of a shake, but we make it through. Now towards down the second straight to Ascari. Here we go, the left, right, left. Onto the left, a lot of the inside curb. Keeping the throw on, planted for the exit. And onto this mini straight compared to the other straights, but it's actually quite a big straight. And now, final corner, Parabolica. This is braking hard, let the car roll through a bit, and then plant the power, 7th gear, 8th gear, and cross the line is going to be P4 behind Sergio Perez. But in session, look at that, barely made it in P10. So I should have probably gone for a second run, but I don't want to risk it too much. So. We do have 2 first set of soft tires for Q3, so that's good. The first lap this is. Going to the end of the line and across it, P4 we go. I know Perez is in P2, so he's actually doing bits. Yeah, so now this is actually the beginning of my second lap. Into turn 1, brake quite conservatively, but I actually want to get a good exit. Let's see how that goes. We get power down and it does go well. Now through the 2 Lesmos, a bit of shaky exit on the first one, through the second one, get the inside curve. Good exit on that. Now through this would be Parabolica. Out the final corner towards the main straight. We have gained quite a bit of time, a chunky, healthy amount of time. But in the
Let's
end, it's just
review
going to
our
be
top three
P4.
today.
And look at that,
Hulkenberg,
Perez
Bottas,
in
and
P3. So
Sergio Perez. With
once again,
qualifying
matching my
wrapped up, we now have our
teammate.
grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
But
Be sure to join us then
in the
for what
race,
will no doubt
it's
be a
wet, so he's
fantastic
gonna
race.
rocket away with the two Mercedes while I'll be battling the Renault. So I do hope that I will have something to fight for in the race, because otherwise, oh god, it's gonna be an absolute pain fest for me. Yeah, let's see what happens in the race.
It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Raikkonen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. With the rain coming down here at the 3.6-mile Monza circuit, the low drag setups preferred by most teams could cause them some problems in today's Grand Prix. So watch out for cars struggling for grip around Parabolica, the last and most demanding of this track's 11 corners. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. Now, can I talk to you about Antonio Giovinazzi? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Great work from Nico Hulkenberg yesterday sees him start on pole, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Iceman, Max Verstappen and Leclerc, Magnussen, Hamilton, Vettel and Roman Grosjean, Sainz, Norris, Pierre Gasly and Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Russell, Daniel Kvyat and Alexander Albon, Kubica and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You can run side by side into the Rettifilio, but don't brake too late on these cold tyres or you will hit someone.
So strategy for today's race is gonna be no stop actually. But considering the weather's probably gonna be one stops wet to enter, and maybe even to soft at the end. Who knows? Ooh, it's a bit sketchy. But I'm just looking around, checking my setup, making sure. English. God damn you. I actually wanted to start the intros, but so it would be a lot slower. But considering what happened in the race, it'd probably be a lot faster. Anyway, here we go. 2-5 red lights for the Monza Grand Prix in Italy. It's the wrong way around, but lights are out. We are underway. That start. I mean, I got the reaction time. That was good. But then the traction was just not there, and into turn one, really cautious. Down the inside of Leclerc, Verstappen is already overtaking me in the other Renault. We are sliding around the outside and just get that done. Lovely. Let's go on through Curve de Grande. Try to defend from Leclerc. Hopefully he won't dive bomb me, braking. And no, he won't. There's a bit of train for him now. Look at Perez is ahead of Bottas. So that should be interesting to watch. So I do get on the gravel. And well, you have to defend from Leclerc behind you around the outside. But ooh, that's crazy, man. In the wet around the outside of a the Lesmo, it's quite hard. But now, onto lap 5 we go, because, yep, Nico Hulkenberg is out of the Grand Prix. Oh, the pain for the German in the Mercedes has begun. But yeah, look at that. My teammate's in the pit, so he's probably gonna change into the intermediate tires. So who knows? I might pit next lap. Sorry for the yawning. It's quite late. Yeah. Wait. He's in the pits again. So And that wasn't even a full lap he did, and he's in pits again. So I don't know if he got damage or something, but god damn, that's not happy. Now we go into the final lap, heading towards Ascari. This is trying to defend from Kevin Magnussen behind with limited fuel. Into Ascari now. We hugged the inside curb quite a bit. On the exit, a bit shaky. Look at that. Now Magnussen can come through, nicks my podium. And here comes Carlos Sainz. I have to go into bridge make and overtake mode. Nothing I can do. Must dive bomb him. So I do so, run a bit wide, bit deep, and out of Parabolica. This is onto the home straight. Valtteri Bottas is your race winner. But I will come in P3, running out of fuel right on the line.
Nice work, you did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
Wow. How did I do that? I have no idea.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
So, race results for the Italian Grand Prix. Bottas your race winner. From Verstappen, myself, Carlos, Magnussen, Grosjean, Ricardo, Norris, Raikkonen, and George Russell in the Williams. Well done, George. He's dragging that car up. So yeah, that Jesus Christ, George is actually doing quite well in that dog of a Williams car to bring it up to P10 to get points for Williams. He got points. He's in the points. Magnussen actually got penalty, unsurprisingly, so he actually finished behind Carlos. That's good. That's good. You deserve that, Magnussen. Shame on you. How dare you be bad to me, alright? I was a good man to you, I think. Probably. I don't know. Don't judge me. So yeah, what do the driver's signs look like? Nothing changes. Grosjean goes ahead of Daniel Ricciardo down there. But for us, nothing much. We're just closing in on Hamilton and Hülkenberg. Constructors, Alfa Romeo overtake Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso have not scored a single point this season. Looks like they might be the new Williams of my career mode. Oh dear. At least Alfa scored 2 points, so who knows what could happen. Maybe Toro Rosso will go an entire season without scoring points. I mean, I hope they don't, but it looks like they're gonna have one of those seasons. But who knows? Anything can happen.
amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there.
Well, what can I say? The team kind of expects from me right now, so it's a lot of work to stay at the
You're
top.
beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you?
Well, a team is more than some of its parts. It's when we work together that the magic really happens.
The weather was miserable today, but do you feel this was an advantage for you?
Well, what can I say? It's always good to have a good team that helps me in
That
these
was an
situations.
epic battle today. How do you think this will play out?
Whoever comes out on top, I think the fans are in for
Great.
a
Well, that's
treat.
everything.
Thank you, Claire, and be gone. So look at that, Winnie Marva. They both actually got better lap times than me. So yeah, that should. I'm still gonna beat them, but you know. Oh dear. So onto
Fantastic podium.
this
Well done.
little screen
Keep pushing
here.
like this for the rest of the season.
God. See, when I'm tired, that's when I get the giggles. But yeah, for the next race, let's see upgrades wise what we are going to do. We have three upgrades, engine upgrades coming in for Singapore, and then 2 for aero for Russia. So kind of wish that was switched, so you get an engine for Singapore, for Russia, and then an aero for Singapore. But whatever. But hey, I have 2,200 resource points to spend. And if I can find a way to spend, I probably will. So I do believe I buy the major brake upgrade up there. And what else? I didn't even mention I purchased the 2 ultimate major aero upgrades. But I do think, should I go for this ultimate drag update? That would actually be quite good, you know. Drag reduction, let's see, 3 rounds, that'll be for Japan. I think it'd be more useful at Mexico. Actually, since we have our failure thing maxed out, so it won't never fail. Mexico, it most definitely will come from Mexico, so I say, I'll wait and we'll see what happens. But I buy the brake upgrade, I do believe, just gotta wait for myself to buy it. Stop doodling about, my man, and buy that brake upgrade. You man, what are you doing? Come on, buy the brake upgrade now. Buy it. Oh god. Wait, what? I purchased the drag update, guys. I now sound like an absolute. Oh dear. That's not gone well. I'll put it that way. So I'm dumb, and I didn't end up buying the brake upgrade anyway, so hopefully for next race in Singapore, those upgrades don't fail.